Hello all, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Heather. Tonight's episode is going to show you that cooking is not always about making glamorous meals as fancy as you can and serving them to very glamorous people. Sometimes it's about making quick and easy meals that will last you for a few days. So we're going to use some ingredients that might not look very pretty, but that can actually do a great deal of good to make a meal. As you see, I have stuffing here, so we'll start out with that. And I've washed my hands off camera. You see, this is turkey stuffing. And you know, around Christmas time, or just right after, they sell this for amazingly cheap. So I had like 10 boxes in my pantry for whatever. So it's pretty much time to use it. And I'll recycle those later. And stuffing is so interesting because you can do a lot of things with it. Because, you know, I mean, a lot of families don't cook in luxury and they don't cook luxurious meals. Oftentimes they cook with affordable things and things that can be eaten for several days because life does get busy and food is not cheap. So you have to figure out ways to be healthy and smart and also sensible with your dollar. So, look at my hair. It's a mess. I haven't really done much today except pat and move. And this happens to be chicken stuffing and it's low sodium, which is good because when it comes to eating, you need to really think about what's going to be good for you and what's not going to be good for you. Because too many people are dying of diseases that could be prevented if only they ate better. So we'll put some butter in and some water. Because the butter makes it smooth and the water makes it smooth, and you know, it's just easier for me to cook this way. We'll turn this burner on. Turn it on maximum because it'll cook faster. We won't put that much in. Oh, maybe one more. As we've got lots of stuffing in there and we need to be able to stir it. So we'll get this little spoon out of there because it won't be able to do much good. So we stir it with the butter. We stir the stuffing with the butter. We break down the butter. It won't make it soft, so we'll probably have to add more water. But you want the stuffing soft and easy to eat. So we're going to have to add some more water. And I mean, this is not the glamorous way of cooking, but who the heck said I was glamorous, hey? There, that ought to do it. Be sure to really give this a good stir so that the butter and the water are have gotten all the stuffing, because stuffing is tricky. Now we'll just let that heat up. And we'll add the next ingredient. This was a very cheap thing of rice that I found. It's got spicings in it already, cilantro and lime flavor, and it was like $1. So we're gonna add this. Because rice and stuffing are actually a very good combination of food. And I've got a couple packages here that I'd love to add. Because rice and stuffing are just absolutely amazing. And if you don't think so, you should try it. I've done this in previous cooking episodes, so I know what I'm talking about. And next, we need the can opener, because we're going to work with some cans. Because we've got some peas for the stuffing and rice, and we have to work rather quickly. Simply because the stuff cooks fast. And I've got a hand can opener because I like them. They're good exercise for the hands, and I've tried automated can openers and they're just not as great. Turn this down so it doesn't cook faster than we can add things. So there's a can of peas. We'll stir it in. Turn this down a lot because stuffing cooks quick. And this really has no recipe. People were complaining, oh, learn how to cook instead of using a recipe. This is me learning how to cook. So either enjoy me learning how to cook or bugger off. Because I honestly don't have energy for your negativity. And I'm doing this because I love to cook. And that's all. And I like being a bit of a presence on YouTube, so if you really don't like my cooking, bugger off, please. There are plenty who do, and I don't need your negativity, really. Had enough of it in my life from enough people who think I'm not good enough to do squat. So, this is going to be very interesting indeed. Alright, we're going to add some meat now. We've got some canned ham. Ham is not my favorite, but it does need to get used because I'm trying to use up food storage before I move, and ham is not a bad thing to have in here. And hopefully it won't give me too much grief. I'm get it out with this. Drop it into the mixture. We'll cut it up in the can. And it fell into the pot, so we'll just slice it to bits in the pot. That's good, that's cooked. Alright, now we've got some canned chicken. Thankfully it's not as annoying to open. Alright, I'll have to turn it up so everything cooks. Alright, now, fun part. Got some king crab here. And it's always fun to add different components. Because this isn't as, like, you know, it's not as heavy as spaghetti. But you'll still get the nutrients like spaghetti. I hope. This is easy to make meals. I love it. It's not going to be as glamorous as the other cooking episodes simply because it is easy to make. See, look at that vine crab. It's king crab that you can get if you go to the right store at a decent price. We break it up with our hands. To be quick because it's cooking quick. Thankfully, it's still in its package. Get a good amount in there. Because, you know, I've been trying to eat healthier, and so just I'm trying to get my health in order. Because I have endometriosis, and some days are good, some days are bad, and today was a good day, so there's no reason why I can't do this. Okay, turn it down again. This is like easy to make stew. I wouldn't call it a pauper stew because that's so condescending to the social classes of the day and people's ability to afford to eat. But I would call it easy make. It's very good looking, isn't it? Alright, we're gonna add a tiny bit more crab just because I can. We're gonna put the rest away. I don't plan to use it anytime soon, so we're gonna freeze it. Wash the hands. And all it's doing, it's cooking right now. I hope it turns out good. I suppose a good name for it would be easy peasy stew. Or budget stew. I don't know, I really don't have a name for this one. But to give it some flair, we'll add some lemon. We'll definitely add some lemon. I mean, this is a very easy to make stew, and you know how, I mean, medium-sized families would appreciate this because this could probably feed at least 3 people for a few days, so that's a good thing. And it's really just a really good thing to make. And that will be it. We've just got to wait for it to cook now. It probably won't take very long because stuffing often doesn't. We'll just test it. It's not warming up. Speed it up. Forgive the mess in this kitchen. It is a bit messy. We'll just throw things away while we wait for it to cook. Because we do have to keep our workspace neat and clean, even if we are in a hurry. And you know, I really do enjoy doing these cooking episodes. There, we'll wash our hands because we've been in the garbage. It's warming up, thank God. So it should be done fairly soon. Oh. I'm only gonna have a small bowl of it just because if I eat too much, that's not good for me and my health. If I eat too much of anything. Let's taste it. Okay, it looks about done. So we're gonna plate it. We're gonna plate some for me to eat. It's a lovely budget stew. And now I'm gonna invite you to come over and look at it. Look at that. Doesn't that look so good? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is an easy to make budget stew. Have a lovely evening. Bon appetit.